Hello, today we're going to be discussing tropical weather. Just to start off, we have the Climate Prediction Center's new outlook for the next 2 weeks. Um, for this week, August 17th through August 23rd, week 1, we have a moderate chance of development for a tropical cyclone just north of the Philippines. Now, week 2, we have a moderate chance to the northeast of the Philippines, and then in the central MDR region off the coast of Cape Verde. That's for week 2, which is August 24th, 2022 through August 30th, 2022, as you can see on your screen. On week 1, it's important to notice, mention, we have above average rainfall, high confidence in the southeast, southwest, excluding southern Texas. But we did get some rain there already, and then moderate chance for high rainfall, above average rainfall in the southwest, including parts of northern Mexico and western Texas. Alright, let's move on to the next frame. Actually, I do have to mention that we see these waves coming off the coast with these above average, moderate above average rainfall expected, and then below average just to the south of that. Alright, now let's look on the NHC. We have a disturbance 1, located just inland in Nicaragua, and it has a 0% chance of forming in the next 48 hours, but 20% chance in the next 5 days. As it gets closer to Mexico, and the northernmost landfall could be near Brownsville, it looks from now, but that might change as we get further, and it might stay over the water slightly more, depending on model guidance in the future. In the Eastern Pacific, Tropical Depression 10E formed into Tropical Storm Ivette yesterday evening. Then it became a tropical depression very briefly before becoming post-tropical, so now it is a remnant low. The Central Pacific, nothing is happening. Now, the Joint Typhoon Warning Center has nothing marked, but as you saw with the Climate Prediction Center, something could be forming to the northeast of the Philippines. Now, on the models. First, current storms. Remnants of Ivette expected to keep its winds as a depression and remain a remnant low, post-tropical, and you can see this on the models. Now, looking at other current storms, we actually just have Ivette, 95W, and then we have 93W, and then we have 94W, which is near China. Now, going on to satellite imagery, nothing really being a tropical cyclone right now. That could change in the future. However, in the next few days, we might see little development. Alright, now, looking at the GFS first, you really notice you can notice the nor'easter. That might have been subtropical, but it doesn't look like it will become subtropical anymore. It looked like a few days ago it could have been, but it doesn't really look like it anymore. It will likely make move inland into Maine, and then really die off and move to the northeast. Now, as you can see, we have a few frontal systems moving in. A potential cold front in our area, but it doesn't look too strong right now. And there's a potential cold front, and then we see this potential tropical cyclone form in the Gulf of Mexico. It is suggesting a Category 1 hurricane. Take that with a grain of salt. However, it is possible that we get a tropical storm out of this system, or a tropical cyclone of some sort. The European does not go that far out, I think. No, it does. It shows a wave that might become a tropical storm or tropical depression. And then a cold front or just general activity trying to form. Now let's move out to the North Atlantic as a whole. And now let's focus on the waves. The European model just shows waves, but potential depressions developing. And then the GFS model, of course, is more bullish. It has been very aggressive with the tropics this year. We see a tropical cyclone, or several tropical cyclones trying to develop. 2 or 3, 2 as of now, and maybe a few after that, but definitely take that with a grain of salt and do not trust this. What I mean by take it with a grain of salt, I mean do not trust this completely. However, it shows that it is possible next week that we could be seeing a couple tropical cyclones. Now going into the Eastern Pacific, the GFS model showing Ivette dissipating over remaining a post-tropical cyclone remnant low for a while, and then nothing really much forming. The European, I believe, is with similar agreement. Just a lot of rainfall near the equator. However, nothing sort of tropical cyclonic in nature. Right now, let's move finally to end off our video in the Western Pacific. We see a tropical cyclone potentially forming, but the European model keeps it relatively weak, but might become a tropical storm by the end of it before moving inland into China. Then the GFS model shows more of the same, not really developing too much, but then this strange typhoon just completely forming it out of nowhere and moving it towards Japan. Do not take this seriously. The GFS does this a lot, especially after hours 200, and this is way beyond 300 hours, almost at 400 hours, so definitely do not believe any of this. However, we will be watching for potential activity in the future. I actually do have to look at a few other things. Central Pacific is not looking too active as of now, but I do have to check the North Indian. It looked like on the GFS model there could be something trying to form. We see general storminess possible. European hinting at a potential disturbance moving into India, and the GFS agrees, and just potential monsoonal activity to continue. We will be looking if anything looks like a tropical cyclone is developing. However, as of now, we are not expecting too much activity. Alright, that is going to do it for today. Thank you for watching.